YouTube. What's good, guys? It's your boy TD, and I'm back again with another live, guys. And today's live is going to be on 5 running back committees that you can play at the same time. Yes, at the same time. Yes, guys, 5 running back committees. And listen, I got 4 bonus committees too, guys. So yes, I got 4 other committees that I want to talk about, but I got 5 regular ones. So make sure you stay tuned to the whole video, guys, for the whole lot. So thank everybody for tuning in. Also, guys, I just want to show everybody my shirts. So if you want to purchase a shirt, guys, just hit me up through my Gmail, fantasygoodsports at gmail.com, and let me know that you want a shirt, guys. They $25. So just let me know, guys. The shirts are awesome. They also says, got on the back, I said what I said, 100. So let me see who's in the chat. Let me see who's in the chat. My homie, Second Take. What's up, bruh? He says, that really him? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He said, no way. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. I got 5 committees that you can play at the same time. Yes, this is the new NFL. You got running back committees now. It's no longer going to be, oh, I need to get the one bell cow from each team and play them, right? This is a new wave of NFL. So I believe that you got committees that you can play at the same time. So let's start, guys. The first running back committee, guys, that I believe that you can play at the same time is the Cleveland Browns. Yes, the Cleveland Browns, Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. So let's go look right here, guys. So let me take this off. So let's go look at Kareem Hunt, guys. I'm going to look at Kareem Hunt first. Just want to show you his stats from last year. Okay. So, guys, let me know if you can't see the screen. I'm pretty sure, hopefully everybody can see the screen. Okay. Let's go, screen. Let's go. Okay, yep, regular season. I was just going to let's look at his rushing real quick. So, in rushing, he played 8 games last year. So this is not a good gauge. But he had 8 games in 2021, guys. Kareem Hunt, 78 attempts, 386 yards, a 4.9 average. And that's for the 2021. That's what I want y'all to see. That he had a 4.9 average. Guys, that's elite. That's elite. Now, this was an injury year. So go back and look at 2020 and 2019 when they played together. And look at here, 841 yards. Not 2019, I'm sorry, 2020. 841 yards. 4.2 average, 6 touchdowns, guys. So I believe that Kareem Hunt is going to have the average of the same type of numbers as you see right here. If he plays 16 to 17 games, 841 yards, 6 touchdowns. You can't beat that. That still was, I think it's that year, that was a top 24 running back. A top 24 running back. Okay. So let's go back here and let's check out Nick Chubb. Okay, so Nick Chubb, guys. I'm going to go to complete stats. Okay, so Nick Chubb. Now, let's go back to 2020. Like I said, 2021, Kareem Hunt was hurt most of the season. So those numbers are off a little bit. So let's go back to 2020. That's a better gauge for me. So he had 190 attempts. See, that's not a lot of attempts. That means the guys can stay healthy. 1,000 yards. Kareem Hunt had 800 yards that season. And Nick Chubb had 1,000. 12 touchdowns for Nick Chubb. It was 6 for Kareem Hunt. These are all together, guys. These are top 24 running backs that you can play together. Yes, I said it. You can play these guys together. So, guys, the committees, you have to attack these committees now. You can't be scared of them. Some of these committees are going to be really, really good. So you need to squeeze that backfield. I always talk about squeezing it. If you play both of the guys, if one go for 30 points and the other one go for 12 or 10, you still okay. If both of them done, yes, you can have that can be a bad week. But usually if it's either one or the other one, if it's a passing time or is it a passing type game, Kareem Hunt's going to eat. If it's a running type style, if the team is weak on the run defense, Nick Chubb is going to eat. So you can squeeze it. If both of them score touchdowns, there you go. And I believe both of these guys can score touchdowns a game, guys. This is a really great offensive line that supports a good run game. And it doesn't even matter when Deshaun Watson comes back. Yeah, I'm not, when Deshaun Watson, no. If Deshaun Watson's not there, they definitely going to run Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt because they're going to really need these guys. Even with Deshaun Watson out there, Deshaun Watson will be checking the ball down to Kareem Hunt. I know a lot of people don't think he checks the ball down, but he hasn't had a running back like a Kareem Hunt. So you got to understand, you play defense according to what type of guys you got, right? So I believe that Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb, you can play them together. So let's move on. Let me get out of here, guys. And quit sharing this. I believe so the next let's talk about the next backfield committee that you should be targeting, guys. The next backfield that I'm gonna bring up is the Buffalo Bills. Yes, I said it, guys, the Buffalo Bills. And the reason why I'm on the Buffalo Bills, guys, as a running back committee is that they're gonna use James Cook and Devin Singletary. Yes, I said it. And the reason why, guys, you can so we're like Terry, TD. What are you getting this information from? Whereas, guys, it's context clues. They went and tried to trade for CMC this year, so that means they wanted a back they could get out in space and pass it to help take off some pressure of Josh Allen. So they didn't get CMC. The trade didn't go through, so they went and got James Cook. Okay, let's go to Devin Singletary real quick. Devin Singletary last year coming in the season, people was talking about, I don't know if he's going to be there starting. Zach Moss might beat him out. Matt Breida, all that type, right? The last 6-7 games, Devin Singletary was a top 5 running back. So they're going to try to use that energy that they had at the end of the season, mix it with James Cook, and take off pressure from Josh Allen and ask Josh Allen to be great against, when it's playoff time. When they playing a tough team like the Kansas City Chiefs. They don't want Josh Allen getting nicked up in the middle of the season because he's running the ball a lot. So that's why they try to get him help, some easy throws. That way the game is more simpler for him. And he has plenty of weapons. So I think the game is going to even be more easier for Josh Allen. And that's another video about how I feel about Josh Allen. Also, guys, make sure you go to my OnlyFans. The link is in the description. And I give you my top 12 running quarterbacks that I like this season. My rankings are only on my OnlyFans, guys. So I talk about players on YouTube, but my rankings is on OnlyFans. Make sure y'all sign up for my OnlyFans. But yes, so I believe that Devin Singletary, guys, had a great last 6 games. I want that sauce. So I wouldn't mind starting James Cook and Devin Singletary at the same time if the draft fell that way, if those guys came. And I would squeeze that backfield. So is this crazy having Josh Allen, Devin Singletary, and James Cook playing on your team together? That's not crazy, guys. I said what I said. That's not crazy. 2 out of 3 of those guys are going to hit every week. Can all 3 hit? Most definitely, because they do different things. James Cook is a PPR back getting out in space. Devin Singletary is a bell cow kind of like guy, right? 15 touches, goal line back. So I don't believe that one of the others was going to beat each other out, because I believe Devin Singletary is working for that contract, and James Cook is just a young, spry guy trying to show you that he can be part of the NFL. He can be better than his brother. So let's move on. Let's go on to the next backfield, guys. And look, let me get to the comment section first before I do that. I appreciate everybody being here. So, yeah, so Second Take says, no way, let's go. And Ford licks it. What's up, bruh? What's going on with you? He said, yo. And Second Take says, Javonte and Gordon still a duo. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They are still a duo. And Second Take says, yes, we see it. So I was asking him, could he see the I put up a post earlier on ESPN. So yeah. Appreciate that, bruh. And For Elixir says Jones and Dillon. Yes, sir. A lot. I like them too. And Mr. Anderson says, what's good, bro? Good topic. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. And Second Take says, yeah, I like Devin still. Yep, me too. He says, Zach Moss is cut. Yep, I believe so too, Second Take. He's going to get a cut. All right. So, guys, the third backfield that you should be targeting, and you can play these guys together as a committee, is Zeke and Tony Pollard. Yes, I said it. Zeke and Tony Pollard, guys. And the reason why you should be playing, you can play Zeke and Tony Pollard at the same time. Let's start with Zeke. Zeke is making $55 million guaranteed, guys. So he has to be out on the field. And he's young. So it doesn't matter how good Tony Pollard is playing. Zeke is going to get goal line and green zone touches automatically. Zeke can lead this league in rushing touchdowns. And also, guys, and then I got to give credit to James Conner, the league. So there's like goal line backs that have value. You can't look at like their average per carry, none of that, because James Conner was like 3.8 yards per carry, but he led the league in touchdowns because that's what he did. So he was always getting like 3 yards for a touchdown. He wasn't busting long runs. Anything like that was extra. So Zeke is going to have a role like that where he's going to be on the goal line and he's going to be, I wouldn't be surprised if he had 15 touchdowns, guys. They're going to use Zeke to try to punch it in. Tony Pollard is going to be the back where they're going to put it in the slot, put it out in space, give him gadget plays. And so Tony Pollard can have a floor of 12 points of PPR, 12 points of a PPR. He can have 6 catches a game. Zeke can have a couple catches, but get all the goal line work just like James Conner. So Zeke can be this year's James Conner. I said what I said. That's what I believe between Zeke and James Conner. That is very similar. Again, Tony Pollard is a guy that's going to get out in space. So they're not going to be sniping each other. Remember, they don't have a lot of veteran receivers. So why not put Tony Pollard out in those positions to get some of those targets to take the pressure off Jalen Tolbert, James Washington, Michael Gallup until he comes back. I believe that Tony Pollard will help that take his game to the next level just because he's a guy, he's got really good yak too. So, yes, Zeke and Tony Pollard, you can play these guys together. Zeke, I know his ADP is dropping, and that's good because I want to take Zeke 3rd, 4th round. I'm not taking him 1st and 2nd round. That's to me, that's too high. But the end of the 3rd, beginning of the 4th, I'm taking Zeke. I'm stacking him, putting him in a flex. It just depends on this. It depends on your format. If it's super flex, how many running backs you starting, whatever. But it doesn't matter. Zeke's still a great 3rd round, 4th round pickup. And Tony Pollard, you probably can get him in the 6th or the 7th if you want to do that, if the draft falls. So don't be scared to play these guys together. Again, you can play that, Zeke, and Tony Pollard, and there's nothing wrong. Now, I wouldn't get none of those receivers if I do that, but you can play that and Zeke and Tony Pollard at the same time. Squeeze that backfield. That's what I call it. So let's go to the chat. Let me see what the chat talking about. Mr. Anderson said, I want a league playing Ingram and Kamara at the same time. Yep, at the same time. Yes, sir. And Mr. Anderson says, and Sony, Michelle, and James White. Yep. Yes, sir. And Alex says, worth a shot on these backfields since they can be drafted late or traded for not a ton. There you go, Alex. I agree 100%, bro. I agree 100%. So, guys, let's move on to the next backfield. And guys, the guys are just coming into the live. My first backfield was the Browns, Nick Chubb, and Kareem Hunt. My second backfield was Buffalo. It was James Cook and David Singletary. And my third backfield was the Cowboys, Zeke and Tony Pollard. So I'm on to the fourth, and this is no particular order. It's just all in what you like, guys, because I don't like the rank. I kind of like to just give you 5 tandems or guys, and you pick them what you like, because everybody likes something different. So the next team is the Jets. Yes, I said it. The Jets. And guys, Breach Hall and Michael Carter. Yes, guys. Breach Hall and Michael Carter. I've been talking about Breach Hall and Michael Carter all year. Breach Hall is the #1 running back, and he's going to be a bell cow. Guys, yes, he's going to be a bell cow, a committee bell cow. There are committee bell cows. Nick Chubb is a committee bell cow. So, guys, they saw what Michael Carter did. If you watched the draft last year, not this year's draft, last year, when they drafted Michael Carter, that's what the whole room did. The whole room clapped. He's not disposable. Now, listen, this is a different type of coaching scheme, right? They did come from San Francisco. So you can get neglected the next year if they ain't on you. They'll draft another running back like it ain't nothing. It's kind of like a guy or a girl that has a lot of girlfriends or boyfriends. They got one month, the next month they got another one. That's how San Francisco and I believe the New York Jets are. But Michael Carter is a PPR guy. He's Austin Eckler 2.0. So, guys, they don't want to give Breach Hall 305 touches as a rookie. We all know what that does. Look at Zeke. Imagine Zeke would have had another running back to come in and take off 200 yards off his total. Just 200 yards and maybe, let's say, 60, 70 carries. That makes Zeke's career a whole different type of career. They're not going to wear Breach Hall out. Breach Hall can be a top 12 running back, and so can Michael Carter be a top 24 running back. Just look at Melvin Gordon and Austin Eckler 3 years ago. So I don't know why you got to be, who's going to be better? Who's going to be better? It's not about who's going to be better. It's about using these guys together to win, to help take up the other one's weakness and the other one's strength, right? It's a balance. So Zach Wilson need all the help he's going to get. Breach Hall is not a better passer down back than Michael Carter. So Michael Carter is going to come and get 6 or 7 catches a game. May get put in the slot for a gadget play. Yeah, Breach Hall probably will get the goal line work, but that's still they're still equal value. So like my homie Alex said earlier, and I got his comment still up. He said worth a shot on these backfields since they can be drafted late or traded for not a ton, right? So these guys can be traded for you. You don't got to worry about especially the second guy like a Michael Carter. So guys, I believe you can play both of these guys. Breach Hall is a good talent. Now, I've seen backs that I like a little bit better here and there from other drafts and stuff like that with better feet, but I'm not going to ride Breach Hall. Breach Hall is a good talent. He is a committee back, a bell cow, and he could be a regular bell cow, but who wants to do that to a rookie running back? And then he's out of the league in 2 years because you wore him out, right? Nobody wants to do that. So, guys, let me get to the comment section real quick before I move on. So, Spiritually Biased. What's going on, Spiritually Biased? Glad to see you here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. This is cutting edge content. Spiritually Biased says, yes, I see them both being used. Don't see why they would throw Carter away so early. Thank you, Spiritually Biased. Thank you. I agree with that 100%. And Mr. Anderson says, how's the split going to be with Coleman? Coleman just there for encouragement. He might get cut, bruh. He's just there for encouragement. He's a veteran. So they might keep him one more year, but you need veterans to show the rookies how to work. Tevin Coleman probably is a good worker, right? That's why they pulled him onto the team. The same thing in the NBA. Vince Carter played 3 years when he really went on the floor, but he was showing Trae Young how to work. He was showing Danielle Hunter how to work. You got to show these guys like how to be a professional. This is kind of you grown. Nobody's going to make you wake up on time. They're just going to find you if you don't show up. and you're going to get fined again if you're not in shape. So if you got a veteran there, it helps these guys out. So that's what I believe that Tevin Coleman is going to be. Second Take says, being a Jets fan, I think Carter would be the pass catching back. Yes, sir. Second Take. Tell him, bro. Tell him, bro. He said it would be the pass catching back, and when would be the fully starting because the GM said he's getting the workload. So I think you're saying here that catching back and when he fully starting because the GM said he's getting the full workload. So yeah, both of these guys are going to be starting. So Michael Carter is going to be getting pass catching, going to be doing the pass catching role, and Breach Hall is going to be doing the bell cow role. It makes too much sense. You need two running backs to help each other, guys. So I agree with you 100%, Second Take. And Spiritually Biased says, what's up, man? Already sub, bro. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Glad to see you here. And Second Take says, Coleman will get some touches because 49ers coaches were with him in San Francisco. Yes, they will. But I just think, bro, he's just there for a veteran presence. He's not going to be sniping anybody. He might get some carries maybe if a blowout, but this is Michael Carter and Breach Hall backfield. Easily. My homie, the one and only Gabriel. What's up, bro? Glad to see you here. He said, just join the stream, bro. Nice to see you. My top 5 running back committees: Packers, Browns, Jets, Seahawks, and Bears. Bro, let me finish the live. That's it right there, bro. Let me finish the live, bro. You right. Those are the 5. So I got 5, but I got 4 bonuses. And all those backfields that you talk about, bro, I got them all. So yeah, I was just doing the Jets right now. Yep. My homie Gabriel, he knows fantasy now. Second Take says Hall is getting the workload I meant. Okay. Yep. So Hall will be like 15, 16 carries, maybe 20, but Michael Carter might get 7 to 8 catches. He might come in the game and get 7 to 8 catches. This depends on the game format, right? What kind of game? Are they losing or are they winning? But they still both are going to get work. I agree with you, Second Take. Mr. Anderson says, yeah, I think Coleman will still get some work, at least for this year. I don't think so, bro. They ain't doing a 3 running back committee, bro. It's 2 guys. Only Coleman coming in, only if somebody get nicked up. He's only going to be, he might get cut. Bro. It just depends on how good Breach Hall and Michael Carter is doing. And Second Take says, thoughts on the Eagles taking the division from your boys? Yes, they are the best team in the division. That's easy, bro. I ain't going to cap. Last year we had a better team. This year, I don't know. Maybe the defense take off. But yes, it is the Eagles division. So, guys, let me move on to my 5th running back committee that you should be targeting. And the 5th running back committee that you should be targeting, guys, is the Packers. Yes, I said it. My homie Gabriel said it earlier. Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon. Now, listen, I always been a big person of A.J. Dillon, right? I've been on A.J. Dillon since my homie started, basically hey, A.J. Dillon, man, watching him. And I saw him. I'm like, yeah, this guy's going to be really good. But I think he's like a better bell cow than Aaron Jones, but he's not a better receiving back than Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones is one of the best receiving backs in the game. I never said anything bad about his receiving skills. But I know he gets nicked up, especially in the cold. And that's hard on a guy that's 195, 205 to take a bunch of carries in the cold weather in Green Bay. So that's why they brought A.J. Dillon in. But together, this is probably the number 1 backfield together, guys. I said what I said. This is the most simplest backfield to play together. It's like, it makes sense. It's like music to my ears. I believe that Aaron Jones can have 7 to 8 catches a game. They're going to be using him in the slot. He's going to be doing a lot of stuff. You're going to see Aaron Jones' game go to a different level. But also you're gonna see A.J. Dillon game go to another level. So both of these guys, to me, with the experience of the receivers not being that great on Green Bay, I believe that Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon both can get 40 catches. I believe that Aaron Jones might get 70 catches and A.J. Dillon can get 40. And then the rest of the receivers for Allen Lazard and the rest of these guys. But this is going to be a run-heavy team. Aaron Rodgers knows that, but he's going to pick and choose his games when he goes and do Aaron Rodgers stuff. But in the playoffs, Aaron Rodgers needs help from Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon. If he can have a strong run game in the playoffs, they can go win that Super Bowl that Aaron Rodgers is searching for to validate his career. So A.J. Dillon is the beast, guys. I believe like A.J. Dillon could be a run back committee guy. I mean, he could be a run back type of guy. He don't have to be in a committee, but it's smart for Green Bay to do the committee because A.J. Dillon can never play for 15 years if he want to. Because if they've been giving him 300 touches like he's built for, then he will wear down after 6 or 7 years. But because he has Aaron Jones with him in the beginning, he's going to play 10 to 15 years. And so, guys, I love this running back committee. You go get this running back committee. This is great talent. Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones, and A.J. Dillon all day long. And I'm not going to talk about some of the rookie receivers that I like on this team because that's another video. Y'all know how I feel about Christian Watson. I've been championing him the whole time. So, yes, Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon. So, guys, let me go on into the chat, see what my homies are saying. And Second Take says, Jones, LFG. I don't know what LFG, bro. You got the. I'm not good with the acronyms. Guys, make sure you hit the like button as you come in. Also, share the content. And Second Take says Jones going to get so much PPR work, it would be crazy. I agree. He is. And Second Take says just watch the Cards versus the Packers game last year. Yeah. Yep. That was a good game. The Packers, they're too strong. And Gable says, I also love A.J. Dillon. Just traded Tua for him and this year's 102. Hope it counts out. Yep. It's going to be good, bro. It's going to be good. A.J. Dillon is a monster. Oh, okay. I got you. And Second Take says, Jones, let's go. Yes, sir. And Jones is going to be nice this year. I ain't gonna cap, especially in PPR. But it's going to be a lot of backs being used like that this year. I don't want people to be scared of those type of backs, right? I'm not drafting Aaron Jones in the first or second round this year, but around the third round, like early third round, I'm starting to look for a guy like Jones, fourth round all day. I don't want him to be my first running back that I'm drafting, though, unless I go 0 RB. He's a perfect 0 RB candidate. Perfect this year. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. My phone went out for a second. Okay, so let's get on. I got 4 other ones, guys. I'm going to read out 4 other. This is the bonus. Everybody, this is the bonus. So the next running back field that you should be targeting, guys, is the Chicago Bears. Yes, I said it. The Chicago Bears. And the reason why you should be targeting the Chicago Bears, guys, is because of David Montgomery and Khalil Herbert. Now, people are like, why y'all didn't go draft a bunch of really good rookie wide receivers? Why didn't they move up to get Garrett Wilson or Drake London or Christian Watson or Sky Moore? It's because the regime that came in, guys, is probably going to be running a lot of like quarterback choice like Lamar Jackson did with Greg Roman. That's why they got a Debo guy. They drafted. Everybody's talking about he's too old. Why they drafted him? Is because they want to do like a San Francisco type style. They want to run the ball down your throat, a wide zone scheme, but also with the quarterback choice. So Khalil Herbert and David Montgomery are going to be in the game at the same time. I said it, guys, at the same time. So why can't you play these guys in fantasy football at the same time? So it's the reason why, and I use the context clues. Reason why I think the Bears are going to be a really good backfield is because if you didn't draft a lot of wide receivers, what are you going to do? You're probably going to run the ball a lot. That way, it's going to take a lot of pressure off of Justin Fields. It just makes sense. I know they have to run the ball. And Khalil Herbert is a really good running back. I think he had the second most yards against Tampa Bay last year. Yes, he was eating up Tampa Bay with the big guy in the middle. I forgot his name. Vita Vea. Vita Vea was starting, and he still was eating. So, guys, I think Khalil Herbert and Montgomery are both going to have 700 to 800 yards plus this year. I'm talking about 700 to 800 rushing. Yes. So, this is going to be one of the best rushing backfields. I won't be surprised if Justin Fields has 10 rushing touchdowns. So, guys, this is going to be one of the best rushing offenses. This is going to be a top 10 rushing offense, or at least in attempts. And Darnell Mooney is the only wide receiver. He's like the it's very few wide receiver committees where you see is only one guy and he's getting all the targets. Then that's what Darnell Mooney is going to be. So I like his value and just getting off topic just a little bit. But running back, David Montgomery, I'm not just drafting him by itself. I want to play David Montgomery and Khalil Herbert because I don't know. Khalil Herbert might get in there and get bigger plays. He's a little bit faster and more shiftier. So, yes, that's the next backfield committee that I think you should be targeting. David Montgomery and Khalil Herbert. And, guys, before I move on, I want to read out the list that I've done of the 6 teams. It's the Browns, Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, Buffalo, James Cook, Devin Singletary, and Cowboys, Zeke and Pollard. Jets, Breach Hall and Michael Carter. Packers, Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon. And Bears, Montgomery and Khalil Herbert. David Montgomery and Khalil Herbert. So let me read the chat before I move on. And guys, as you come in, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. And also subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content, guys. And also, guys, go to my OnlyFans and sign up there for only $10 a month before the season starts. That way you can get in these listener leagues and compete against me and other guys that have big followings, like content creators and celebrities, guys. So make sure you get into these leagues. I'm telling you, they fire. Second take. Okay, so let me go to the chat, guys, before I read out my last 3. Second take says, I like Phil in the last rounds. Yes, sir, I do too. And Jesse Bassey, what's up, bro? I love that NFT with the monkey right there, bro. Fire. He says, Herbert is a beast. I agree. That offense will be rushing the hell out of the ball. Yes, sir, it will be. That will be one of the top rushing offenses. And second take extra says, and they got rid of their coach too. Yes. Yep. Because Matt Nagy was just being too cute. He's too gadgety. He's always, every play is a gadget play. I don't like that. And second take says, great list, TD. I appreciate it, bro. And any compliment that I can get from you, bro, I'm gonna take it. Because I know how I know how you is, bro. I love you because you're gonna hold me accountable, and I love it. So appreciate it, bro. And Jesse Bassey says, laughing my ass off. Thanks, bro. Anytime, bro. Thank you for tuning in to the live, bro. Appreciate it. So, guys, let's get on to with this last 3 teams. The next team, guys, is the Broncos. The Broncos, yes. And I know a lot of Javonte Williams truthers is not going to like this. You're like, man, no, Javonte going to beat out Melvin Gordon. He's better. Well, listen, again, guys, nobody wants to wear out their rookie running backs or their second-year running backs. Nobody's want to do what Christian McCaffrey is doing. Like, you know what Kalani did to Christian McCaffrey by using him up. And then he had 2 injuries back-to-back and didn't play but like 4 games. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to do what happened to Zeke. You know what I'm saying? Giving him 350 carries a season. Nobody wants to do that, guys. So the Broncos are going to use Melvin Gordon. Now, whoever gets the green zone touches, I don't know. I think they evenly get some. I believe that they evenly get some. So I believe that you can play both of these guys together. That way you don't, if somebody has the big long run and has a boom week, you get that. And if both of them get a boom week, I don't think Russell's going to be throwing the ball all the time. It gets cold in Denver. The winds is heavy in Denver. They're going to be running the ball with Javonte Williams and Melvin Gordon. And they're not going to wear either one of them out. They're not going to give either one of these guys no 300 carries. Javonte Williams now, he has a chance to last for 10 years, not 5. This is the new NFL, guys. This is the stuff that I've always been talking about, right? Everything that I've been saying, guys, might not happen on time, but this is what I've been talking about as far as like the NFL is changing with hybrids, using guys different. Guys, basically what's going on is it's the triple option coming back in the league, the run game, and using guys like running backs and wide receivers like they used to do them, right? Like the running back on a wishbone, he would catch passes too. So the NFL is changing, guys. The way you look at receivers, the prototypical guys is not going to no longer be a prototypical guy. It's going to be like a Debo type guy. The run game is going to be used through receivers and stuff. It's not just going to be, I'm 230 pounds, give it to me 50 times. It's not going to be that, guys. So, like I said, the Broncos, Melvin Gordon, Javonte Williams, they both going to be used 50-50 all the way down. I'm drafting both of them, and I'm going to probably play both of them until the other one beat the other one out. So, let's move on. We got 2 more. Let me go to the chat before I move on. Gabriel says, I agree, but Zeke is washed. And I know he played through the season with a torn PCL, but like I said, he's washed. I believe he's washed too, bro. But $50 million get you goal line touches, Gabriel. It's that simple. I agree with what you're saying. I don't think he's the same Zeke, but he's $50 million Zeke. And $50 million Zeke got to get goal line touches. They didn't draft another big back. Tony Pollard can't take 200 touches. He only can take 150 with some catches, right? So Zeke is going to get those goal line green zone opportunities. He still runs hard. He still has power. He just don't have the long run explosive type in him no more, right? He's just a great short yardage back to me, like a James Conner. That's what I said earlier, Gabriel, before I think you came onto the live. But yeah, he's basically like he can have a James Conner season. James Conner is not the James Conner of when he played in Pittsburgh and he was like the top 5 running back. But James Conner still is a great goal line back, and he can play that role for 2 to 3 more years because he's only getting, 180 carries, 200 carries, and then most of them are on the goal line for 3 yards, right? So, yeah. So let me go answer the rest of the questions. And Second Take says, I had Javonte last year, but now I like Gordon more because he is more reliable in things you just said. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And Gabriel says, of course, the Broncos absolutely agree. Yes, sir. And Jesse Bassey, he said, had Javonte last year in fantasy and Gordon vultured so many of his touchdowns. Yep. You can't decide. That's why you play them together. You play them together because you know if you get in the green zone, unless Russell Wilson throw it or he quarterback sneak it, you're going to get those touchdowns. So if a guy gets 3 and the other guy don't get any with 50 yards, you ain't worried about that guy scoring 8-9 points because you got the guy that scored 25, 30 points. 25, 30 points, 30 points, 40 points. Yep, I agree with you, Jesse. And Jesse says, Javonte is another great running back, though. The way he runs is very impressive. Yes, but it ain't good to last a long time. You running through people, your career will be short. But now his career be long even though he running through people because he ain't doing it but like 15 times a game instead of 22, 23. And Gabriel says it was the exact 50-50 split. Yep, it was. It was. It's going to be again unless one of them start booming. If one start booming every time he touching and taking it 80, yeah, they'll probably increase his carries. And so by that time, it won't matter. You still will be having a player that's going to be the number 1 on that guy. You don't, I shouldn't have drafted Melvin Gordon. No, you did that to sacrifice to make sure you got the number 1 guy. If Javonte go down and you get Melvin, you ain't sitting around pouting. What I'm going to do this week, TD? Javonte's out for 3 weeks. And you rather be like, hey, TD, bruh, I got Melvin Gordon like you said. I want Javonte to come back, but I'm okay, man. Now Melvin Gordon's going to be a top 5 running back because he's going to get all the carries now. That's why I'm talking about running back committees. And let me see. And Alex says, Steelers want to wear out that. Yeah, they do want to wear him out. And that's just part of the Steelers culture. 7 years, and they're going to get another one, bro. That's just how the Steelers do. They still do that. I don't think even my Dallas Cowboys is not going to do this anymore. Zeke is probably going to be the last back that for a long, long time, or maybe forever. I said what I said, forever, that's going to get 300 touches in a season. I'm telling you. So he says Steelers want to wear out Najee, probably because he's one of the oldest rookies ever. Already 24 years old. Yes, sir. So you got to get him going. He can't wait because he'll get old waiting, right? So you go ahead and bell cow him out. And I think Najee's okay with that. Najee could be a Derrick Henry, guys. Najee he works out. He's probably the best workout warrior in the NFL. I would do that with Najee too because he's older and also the way he take care of his body. So I think you can get the most out of Najee bell cow than him. And Second Take says, thoughts on the Steelers this year? I think they're going to be fine, man. I think they're going to be good. I think Najee can be a top 3 running back. And I think they're going to be right there for the playoffs. How good, I don't know. But I do think they are a playoff team. A 7 seed. 6 seed. Jesse Bassey said, yeah, I know. It just felt like that. Yep. And Hip Hop Nation, what's up, bro? Hey. That dude right there can play. He's in one of my leagues, guys. Hey, he had a different drafting strategy. That was cutting edge, bro. He went all running backs first 7 to 8 picks. picks in a super flex dynasty league. Nobody does that, not with quarterbacks in a super flex, but he's got a great team because he got to get Matt Ryan and another quarterback. So, bro, good job, bro. Appreciate you being here. Hip Hop Nation. And Jesse Bessie said 25 point, 35 point, 25 point, 30 point. Yep. And Second Take says TD's so hyped for the NFL season. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And Jesse Bessie says 100. Yes, sir, bro. Yes, sir. And Full Elixir says Washington's supposed to split their backfield too. Yeah, well, actually, just another video. Antonio Gibson needs to be used like Deebo Samuels. He's not, I don't know what Ron is doing and talking about he's doing this and this. If you use Deebo and give him 250 carries, he might get hurt too. But you need to split it up. You need to be using Antonio Gibson in the pass game. He went to the wrong spot. That's why I'm still drafting Antonio Gibson in dynasties, because when he leaves Washington, he's going to boom. I said what I said, because people are going to use him like Deebo Samuels, because Antonio Gibson played wide receiver in college the same way Deebo played. They was the same type players. So I believe that Antonio Gibson still has value, maybe not that much in Washington, but who knows? Who knows what happened this year? Antonio Gibson's still very talented, so I'm still going to draft him because of the talent. That's when I choose to go over talent over opportunity. And Jesse Bassie says, Washington don't know how to use Gibson right. There you go. You said it, bro. You said it. I didn't say it. Yep. So, guys, we got 2 more backfields to go through. Let's go. Let's start. The next backfield, guys, that you can play as a committee together. And this is the one that, guys, I do know about the number 1 guy. I feel good about the number 1 guy. And I think the other guy's going to come in, but I don't know if he's going to be a PPR guy. These are going to be like 2 bell cows, kind of like a Chris Johnson and a Lendale White. What was it? Fred Jackson. And who was with Fred Jackson in Buffalo? It was 2 guys. LaShawn McCoy and Fred Jackson, I think. I could be off. But these 2 guys are going to be 2 studs. And it's going to be Seattle, Rashad Penny and Kenneth Walker. Yes, I said it, guys. And I know a lot of you don't believe in Rashad Penny, but I promise you, if he stays healthy, you will be coming back to me after 3 or 4 weeks and saying, TD, man, you was on Rashad Penny. Seattle is not a bad team, guys. Actually, Seattle's going to be better this year than last year. And let me explain before you kill me in the chat. Let me explain. Seattle, Pete Carroll, he's not a superstar quarterback guy, not a wide receiver. He's not a superstar quarterback guy because he doesn't draw up plays for a quarterback to be a Hall of Famer or to be a MVP. That's why Russell needed to leave. It wasn't that Russell is a bad quarterback or they don't get along. They wanted 2 different things. Pete wanted Russell just to play and don't turn the ball over and hand it off to my running backs and take the shots deep when you can. Russell wanted to cook and play like Tom Brady and Peyton Manning and stuff and show how good he really is. So Pete was like, no, I don't think I'll win enough. I don't win games. I won't go far in the playoffs with that type of strategy. So he was like, trade Russell. Everybody, that's crazy. No, it ain't, because you're going to get a lot of capital. Maybe you could have traded him a year earlier, but it's okay. He traded him. He got an offensive lineman in the first round. He drafted Kenneth Walker. He got DK, which is a big-time 6'4", like tall wide receiver that he liked in the West Coast with a strong run game. You run, play action DK. And then he went and got Drew Lock. And what Drew Lock got? He don't got a lot, but he got a good arm to throw a deep ball. And what is DK good at? The deep ball. Or give it to him and yak. So, guys, Drew Lock ain't got to do a lot. That's a great quarterback. That's all Pete wanted. He didn't think Russell Wilson was going to be Russell Wilson. He thought that Russell Wilson was going to be like, well, I got a good arm and I need a run game. But Russell boomed through that. He's like, I'm nasty. And so Pete and them had to pay him. That's why they didn't pay him immediately. They were like, damn, we got to pay Russell all this money. We could be playing defensive players. But so now he went, got Drew Lock. He's going to be able to build onto that defense with all that draft capital that he got and the open salary cap. And this team is going to be good. And this team's going to beat teams like the Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. You know the reason why? Because they're going to hit them in the mouth. Guys, have you learned yet? When you hit teams in the mouth, You don't got to be as talent. You don't got to have a bunch of 5 receivers that run 4 twos because I'm hitting you in your mouth. And then your quarterback is getting less possessions. That's why I think this run game is going to be strong. They're going to run this ball 30, 35 times a game, 35, 40 pounds a game, 35, 40 times a game. They're going to run the ball a lot. So I think that Rashad Penny and Kenneth Walker both can finish as a top 24 running back. I believe that Rashad Penny, listen, this is edging. I'm giving you something on another video, but my bold predictions, Rashad Penny can be the RB1. Because remember what Marshawn Lynch was. So I believe that Rashad Penny can be there, and I believe Kenneth Walker can come in and he can have 50 yards, 40 yards a game. But Rashad Penny is the one that's going to be getting all the touchdowns unless he gets injured. That's the only thing. Rashad Penny, guys, the only thing is about injury. And listen, I know what the trends say. He's probably going to get hurt. Football is different. Sometimes a guy, you seen it, guy get hurt a lot, and then he all of a sudden he plays for 3 or 4 years without an injury. This could happen. Who knows? And even if he get nicked up, they got Kenneth Walker, where maybe that helps keep Rashad Penny stay healthy the whole season. So I believe both of these guys can be top 24 running backs. I think this is one of the best run games, and I believe Seattle can go to the playoffs, guys. So let me get to the chat. Hey, guys, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new, guys. Cutting edge content here. Make sure you also go sign up for my OnlyFans to get in these listener leagues, guys. A lot of these guys in the chat, guys, let them know how the listener league is. Jesse Bassey, Hip Hop Nation. Hey, let these guys know how the listener league is. Guys, you want to get in these dynasty leagues, best ball leagues, high stakes, low stakes. Make sure you sign up on OnlyFans now. But Second Take says, so you think Seahawks gets 8+ wins with Geno? No, with Drew Lock. Because Drew Lock got a better deep ball for DK. It's all going, whoever going to start. So the starter for Seattle at the quarterback position is going to be the guy that can take care of the ball and not turn the ball over and throw the ball deep to DK the best. I thought they would get rid of Tyler Lockett, but they may keep Tyler Lockett. Maybe Tyler Lockett is even good for Drew Lock too. So I think Drew Lock, because his arm is better than Geno, was going to be the quarterback. And yes, I do think they get 8 wins. I do, bro. Because when you got a good run game, the teams that got the good offenses, they don't play good against you. And I seen Pete Carroll, he can win this way. He's won this way his whole career. Hip Hop Nation says, I seen some Chris Carson workouts. He's looking quite shifty. Yep, he may come back too. But he's not sniping these guys. Rashad Penny they paid him. So if Chris Carson comes up, maybe they push Kenneth Walker back, and to me, that's way out there. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think Chris Carson gets that many carries this year. If he's healthy and he can play. Jesse Bassey says, run a heavy offense with Penny and Walker in the backfield. Quarterback can get some easy passes off play action. Could work. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I believe. And Second Take Esther says, I don't see them winning 2 games in their division. I do. Because I'm telling you, you can't just go, oh, okay, the Rams, they got Cooper Kupp and this. Bro, it don't happen like that. This is the NFL. So a little bit of changes and a little bit of situational football, things can change. Monty Williams says, what's good, TD? What's good, bruh? What's going on with you? Glad to see you here, man. Always showing support to the channel. And Second Take, Esther says, oh, stop, TD. I don't know what he's telling me to stop on, but I'm pretty sure he's going to tell me later in the chat. And Jesse Baker said, yes, should definitely have a losing record, but should be able to pull a few upsets. I don't think so. I think these guys can win 8 games. I've seen Pete Carroll do it. They made the playoffs with Matt Hasselbeck and Marshawn Lynch as a reject at that point in time. And beat a playoff team. You know what I'm saying? They snuck in the playoff and won a playoff game. Pete Carroll first year. And Second Take says Cards are losing to Seahawks twice. I believe so. You're right, Second Take. I'm telling you. It's a divisional game, guys. It's a divisional game. And Jesse Bassey says, laugh out loud. I could see it. Yep. And Second Take says, hi, it's Tony, TD. About the boom. About the boom. You know I'm waiting, bro. All we can do is wait for this. That's all we can do, bro. And Jesse Bassey said the best fantasy league I've ever been in, 100. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. And spiritually biased says happened with Joe Mixon last year. Yep. He's been. You can be getting hurt all season. Next thing you know, you boom. And second take says aren't not R. Aren't not R. I don't know what that means. Second take. So the last but not least, guys, last backfield that you should be targeting as a committee. And guys, that committee is Atlanta Falcons. I said what I said. Yes, the Atlanta Falcons. And these two guys are going to be Cordell Patterson and Tyler Algier. Yes, the rookie Tyler Algier from BYU. Listen, guys, they're going to be running more of a spread type of run game because they got Marcus Mariota who has a good legs. You know what I'm saying? He can run too. So Cordell Patterson is going to be like the gadget guy, like the Debo guy in this offense. And Tyler Algier is going to be the bell cow guy, and it's like Elijah Mitchell. So I believe you can play both of these guys at the same time. I don't know what in your league what Cordell Patterson, what his position is going to be, but I don't know what his position is going to be, guys. But he's probably going to be a running back or wide receiver. Either way, you still can play both of these guys together. So Tyler Algier, guys, is a great rookie that I think is going to have plenty of opportunity in this offense, guys. I think he's going to be able to have at least 1,000 yards rushing. I don't think they give it Cordell Patterson a bunch of times this year. They need him to stay healthy as a wide receiver, as a gadget play, as the hybrid that he is, right? So Atlanta Falcons is the last team, guys, as a running back committee that I think you can play both of these guys at the same time. So let me read out the list, guys. And there's nine committees. The Browns, Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, Buffalo, James Cook, Devin Singletary, Cowboys, Zeke, Pollard, and Jets, Breach Hall, Michael Carter. And Packers, Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon. And Bears, David Montgomery, and Khalil Herbert. Broncos, Melvin Gordon, Javonte Williams. And Seattle, Rashad Penny, Kenneth Walker. And Atlanta, Cordell Patterson, Tyler Algier. So, guys, let me address something real quick. That's why I kind of been stumbling over this. Hey, second take. Tell me what you meant. Let me see. What did you meant when you said R and not R? Tell me what you meant, bruh. I want to know before I get off this live what you meant in that comment section, because I read everybody's comments. So I just want to make sure before I say anything, tell me what you meant. But let me read it for Elixir. For Elixir, he says Vikings back. Bruh, I wanted to have him on there for a whole complete 10, but Alexander Madison was scaring me, and I just didn't want that to mess up the list. Because what if they don't use Alexander Madison and Dalvin at the same time? I didn't want that to mess up my list, bruh. But I agree. That is a backfield, too, that I feel like people should be targeting together, right? Especially as in Dalvin Cook, how he gets injured anyway, without even playing them together. You get Dalvin Cook, you have to get Alexander Madison, because you know that Dalvin Cook can go down. And Kales says, don't forget about Ramondre Stevenson. Just watch. I agree. I got him in the league, bro. I wanted to name them too. I wanted to go Damian Harris and Ramondre Stevenson. But I don't know, man. With James White and Pierre Strong there, I don't know how it's going to be used. So, again, I didn't want to mess up my list just going out after these teams that I think has a possibility of being a great committee, but I haven't seen it quite yet because of the new guys in the system. Yep. So, yeah, guys, I appreciate everybody being here. Make sure, guys, you sign up for the OnlyFans. Hold on, let me put that link in. I'm going to put the link in there. Can somebody put it in the chat? So, hold on. Okay, there we go. All right. Yeah, guys, the OnlyFans link is down at the bottom on the ticker. Guys, sign up there. You can get in my listener leagues if you want to compete. Play against content creators. Also, guys who have really big followings. So, Second Tech, you ain't gonna say what you said. You ain't gonna say what you meant. Cause, bro, this is what I'm gonna say. I don't mind you coming in the chat, man. You can say anything that you want to say, bro. Because this is, I'm not above reproach, but you're not gonna come on my channel and my platform and disrespect me, bro. Talking about R and not R. I don't know what that means. If I'm out of pocket, I'm sorry, but that's why I've been asking what you meant by this, because I don't block nobody comment. I read everybody comment. So I'm not going to let you, because I do that, take my kindness for weakness and start just saying stuff so I can read it out that you want to condescend me on. You don't do that on other people's channel. You come on their platforms. You don't condescend them. You're not going to come on my channel and condescend me just because I'm an open book and I'm nice, right? So you can come and talk about my fantasy football takes, but coming in talking about my lingo, I'm from the country, bro. I don't care nothing about that. My mind is here. How you speak, it don't mean nothing to me. So I just want you to know that you're not gonna come on my channel and disrespect my channel, bro. Like I said, I'm not above reproach. You can come and laugh, we can make jokes, but the last one, like how is Tony? That's fine. But that aren't not are. Like, I don't understand what you saying there. Like, just go ahead and tell me what you meant. If you a man, just say what you meant. And guys, I'm sorry. I hope this doesn't ruin the live. But he's a guy that's been following. And if it was like a random person that was coming here, I wouldn't pay it no mind. But I just don't want to go. I'm just not going to block nobody. So, but guys, thank you for tuning in to Fantasy Good Sports. Oh, okay, hold on. Yep. 4 Elixir says, get him right, TD. You know it. You know it. And was I out of pocket, bro? 4 Elixir, let me know, guys. Was I out of pocket for what I'm saying? And Spiritually Biased says, get him. Yeah. Talk to him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep. Like, guys, I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Like I said, it's YouTube, right? The comments, it means something, but it don't mean a lot. So I'm not going to get petty with nobody. But this is a guy that's been following me for a long time that I thought we was cool and respected my channel. And because I'm cool and I respect your channel, don't mean that you can keep coming and coming and coming until you just disrespect me and I'm not going to say anything. Okay. All right, yeah. He said, no, you right on time. 4 Elixir says, no, you right on time. Okay. And Spiritually Biased says, no, it ain't. I seen far worse. I got you. All right. So, guys, y'all, hey, thank y'all for tuning in, guys. Like I said, this is going to be a big year. I'm glad everybody is excited about fantasy football. Let's go. Let's get these fantasy championships. Peace.